Twitter is connected. Let's see. YouTube is on. What's up, everybody? Today I am working on my album. I'm working on a new song. This is probably one of the last songs I'm gonna do for the album. It started out as another song, and yesterday I decided that it didn't quite fit the vibe and energy of the album, so I wanted to like redo it a little bit. So I'll play you. I need to do a bass line today, and then I also need to like rewrite the top line and like do a whole other vibe for the song. What's up, Pablo? What's up, Rajput? What's happening? It's good to see y'all. What's up, Ritualized Holistics? Welcome everybody. If you're just tuning in, I'm working on the album today. I started this track a while ago. I decided it doesn't really fit the vibe and energy of the album as a whole. So I'm keeping the drums, but I'm reworking the bass line and writing a new top line to it today. Oh, what's up, Diana? Good to see you. Welcome. So yeah, I'm gonna share my screen with you guys so you can just like patch right into my DAW. And let's see. Boom. And then let's go here. Boom. Can you see guys see that? Everybody can see my session. How cool is this? I love this. So I'm beta testing for those of you guys who don't know yet. I'm beta testing a new app called Reach that allows me to live stream across all of my social media platforms at once, which is so freaking cool. And so I'm making my album with you guys. So I can see all the comments right here. Um, I see driver me too from Instagram. What's up, Chile? It's so cool to see everybody's comments like in the same spot. But I'm gonna get started just like working on the record. I'll try to check in. I'll try to check in with the comments after I get done with the bass line and as I'm writing the record. If you're tuning in right now, shout out where you guys are from. I wanna see where you guys are from. What's up, Damon? Good to see you. Back again. Cool. So I'm just gonna get started and vibe out on a bass line. I want to do something that's kind of repetitive but groovy. So I just pulled up like a random. I like to use Serum because I know how to edit it so well. But I just pulled up this random bass here. Can you guys hear that? Everything is good. So I'm just feeling like a little groovy bass. That last pass was pretty good. I like hit a weird note there. Oh, beautiful. It wasn't even recording. Hang on. Oh, it's because I have okay. We're beta testing here, so I'm learning something new. Let me know if it sounds weird to you guys while I'm recording this. Actually, I'm just gonna I'm gonna disable the mic for a second. fast for me. Um, that works out. What's up, Canada? Siberia. So cool. Siberia coming in from YouTube. I've been enjoying everybody's YouTube comments coming in from the stream last week. If you guys don't know, I'm on here live every Wednesday. We got a late start today, but I'm probably going to do every Wednesday around 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I'm just working on my album every single week. So I'm giving you guys like a bird's eye view of how I create. Um, check, check. Is this better? Giving you guys a bird's eye view of how I create and yeah, how I make my music. So I said I like to use can you guys hear me now? Okay. Okay, awesome. Uh, Peter, thank you so much for your help. So I like to use Serum because I understand it. I can manipulate it really well, but obviously there's a ton of different soft synths we can use. Um, I'm gonna go into the MIDI right here that I just played out on the keyboard. So I believe this already quantized what I did. Let me see if I can take it off. Yeah. So I don't always like to quantize my stuff because sometimes it just takes away from the groove of the record, like especially a bass line. So I'm gonna take the quantization off. I'm working in Logic Pro. If you guys are interested, I need to take this off record now. Let me see. Sorry. Okay. Learning curve, learning curve. Hang on, hang on. Here we go. Okay, it's so hard toggling back and forth because this what you guys see right here tracking, this is my microphone. This is the bass line I just played in. I think this measure here was pretty cool too. What's up, everybody? If it ain't broke, it's time for a toke. If it ain't broke, it's time for a toke. I know that's right. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna enable. I like Kickstart for like a rough sidechain situation. Nicky Romero made Kickstart, and it's a lifesaver for a lot of producers. A lot of times I will finish with a different style of sidechain that just allows me to sidechain to the kick a little bit tighter. And I use the C2 for that. But just for like writing references, I love Nicky Romero's Kickstart. So I want to come in here and you hear how that changes it? And then this is already selected, but this is really cool. Portamento allows you to like bend up or bend down to the notes. So for this one, I like how groovy it is. I want to keep that portamento going. It's pretty heavy. It's at 30 milliseconds. Um, And then I'm thinking, like, for this bass line, it might be cool if we take this up an octave. So there's like a little bit of a change in that turnaround. Maybe too much portamento. Let's see. I think it might need to be a little bit longer. like it could be a little tighter, so maybe we'll quantize these. I like what that does to it. I want to see this maybe bend a little bit more, and let's try to bring this back a little bit. What's up? I like it going up right there. It just gives it like a little bit of a skirt, in that one part. So I'm gonna copy that over, and that'll be our baseline, right? Now I may go in and like edit this after the fact, but I don't want to get what I don't want to do right now because I'm in the writing phase of the track, right? What I don't want to do is get caught up in trying to get the sound perfect or all the notes exactly right. I just want to establish the groove and the vibe of the record so that I can write the top line, and then the rest of the track will be designed around the vocal essentially, because I'm a vocalist first, right? So everything kind of bends around the vocal and the songwriting. So I just want to like vibe out on this song for a little while. We'll probably rock out here for like 30 minutes, 30 minutes more. If you guys are just tuning in, I'm working on the album. I'll be working on it live every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I see a lot of people coming in from other countries. Argentina, what's up? Let's see who else we got. Brazil. Am I missing somebody? Uh, Oh, thank you. You like my shirt. Target. Target. Okay, cool. So let's start thinking about like the writing for this track, right? You know what it kind of reminds me of, low key? Like a almost like a Janet Jackson track. Like Janet has so many cool grooves, and I love the what how sexy her voice was over top of those just dope deep grooves. And I don't know, a lot of the club records on the album are super sexy. Like they're just the vocals are silky and smooth, and I don't know, it's just giving me that like throwback Janet vibe for a second. What's up, aka Mayor? Good to see you. Argentina, Canary Islands. Oh, I want to come to the Canary Islands. So sometimes when I'm getting inspiration for records, I top lines will pop in my mind. So what's coming to me right now? Mm, what song is this? I wanna be with you, spite of Oh, it's Tony Braxton. Yeah, I'm hearing something like some sexy Tony Braxton vibes. back to the chorus. Maybe some lyrics like love me or you don't, miss me or you won't. Da-da-da-da-da. Either way, I gave you everything. I gave you everything. That's kind of cool. Love me or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave you everything. That's dope. I like that. Six away from What's up, everybody? Yeah, sorry if there's some audio issues. We're testing out a new platform right now. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to bounce this as just as a track. Um, Hopefully it doesn't take too long. And then I'm gonna go into another session for the vocal because I never do all the vocal recordings in one in the same session as the production because it just takes up too much space. But I like the groove of this. I gave you everything is like a cool like catch line. I gave you everything. Love me. And I like that what was I saying earlier? Um, Love me or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave you everything. I gave you everything. I like that. It's something vibey about that and it's simple. Um Let me see. Let's just call it rough instrumental. Um, what's up, Will Bowers? How's everybody doing? One second. Mm, 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 mm. Check 1 2. Can y'all hear me now? I'm sorry if the mic is going in and out. Like I said, we are beta testing this new platform. So what I'm gonna do, let me make sure that that bounced properly. Um, okay. That bass is a little loud. Oh, I see what's going on. I have to go out of low latency mode to bounce this.
Yo.
There we go. That's a better level for the bass. The bass was too loud. So just so you guys know, if you work in Logic, when you're in low latency mode, and you bounce it, it takes it out of low latency mode and it will make whatever track you're on hella loud when you bounce. Rough instrumental too. Give me 1 second. The mic is gonna go out for a second while this bounces. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Love me or you don't. It's me or you won't. Mm, 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 mm. Hey, okay, so all right. Thank you guys for being patient with that bounce. I am going to start a new session for the vocals. So I'm going to close this up. This is just like a rough, obviously, it's kind of like an instrumental loop, right? It's just kind of playing the same vibe over and over. But that's cool because we're just writing the record. Let me close this, save it, and then let's create a new. Let me see. Oh, I need to create a new session. Audio. All right, let me patch. Hang on. Check, check. Can y'all hear me now? I'm a patch y'all back in. Okay, let's see. Screen sharing. Window. Share. Boom. So this is a fresh session. I don't really work off of templates because I like the way I vocal produce is kind of different every time. And I really, let me see. Check 1, 2. Can you hear me now? So the way that I produce is it's different every time, the way I vocal produce. So I want to start from scratch. Let me hide this. And also, let me move this over so I can see you guys' comments. I want to be able to see your comments while I'm working, which is so cool. Let's see. Who else is talking to me? Damon. Yeah, it's supposed to be on TikTok, but I have to get a feature enabled on the TikTok artist side to be able to have this streaming feature there. But hopefully in a couple weeks we'll be live on TikTok with this as well. Let me see. Oh, thank you. Alex, you say you like the lyrics. Thank you so much. Yeah, if you guys have any suggestions too on lyrics, obviously I can't hear you, so melody suggestions are gonna be difficult. But if you guys have lyric suggestions, I'm totally open to anything you guys have to offer. I think there's a lot of great writers out there. And maybe you're one of them. Let's see. Yeah, let's import the tempo. Don't import the markers. Because this is just this is just for the vibe, right? What I might even do is, let's just keep doubling this up and we'll just write over. So I think this is in F sharp, if I'm not mistaken, F sharp minor. That's what I was playing on the bass. Who else is coming in? Oh, thank you. Yes, it's the Roja, the new red popping off. Thank you. What's up, Colombia? Who else? Argentina. Oh, somebody said the way I said loud. Could be a sample. Okay. Okay. You said try lowering the overall track. That's a great idea. That's why I keep you around, Peter. That's why we keep you around. All right. So let's do this. I'm gonna actually try something a little different here. I want to see how it would sound if the vocal was like pitched. So I'm going to let's try like maybe 2 semitones. That's a better space for my voice, 3 semitones up. So let's see what happens when I sing this out and then pitch it, because it might sound really cool. So I'm gonna have to turn this level down a little bit because I'm actually recording live vocals right now. Like these are the vocals that are going to be in the track. So let me check 1, 2. Dun, 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 dun. I don't really care either way. I gave you everything. I gave you everything. Let's see how the level comes out when, sorry for that. Let's see how the level comes out this way. Mm, So one thing I need to do is go out of monitors and into the headphones. Whoop! Sorry about that. Y'all still with me? Okay. So I'm using the headphones now. The level looks pretty good. That's like what you want your vocal level to look like. Um, so let's see. Let's try this. I think this is gonna come out cool. Some little Michael Jackson vibes on them. Let me see. Yes, you guys were with me on the creation. That's what's so cool about this doing these sessions live is that when the actual vocal comes out, like you guys were watching this, like you're a part of the process, and I think that's so cool. Like I said before, if you guys have any lyric suggestions, like any ideas or references for the track, like I said, this track hey Peter, I'm adjusting the vocal level after I'm done recording, which will be in maybe a few minutes. It's gonna be low right now, you guys, because I'm not. These are actual vocals, and these can't be peaking out. So sorry if it's low compared to the track. Actually, let me try this. Let's bring the track down even more. You know what else I can do? This is the sauce, y'all. This is my sauce. This is one of the most valuable things that you can have as a vocal producer to get you started really fast. So, check 1 2. Can you guys hear the effects? Can you guys hear like the delay and the compression and all this stuff on here? I'm asking because I can't hear it. Okay, you're not hearing it either. Huh. Let me see. That's a little bit odd that I don't have access to this right now. Let me see if I. There it is. Can you guys hear that? Does it sound distorted or anything? Ooh. Awesome. Thank you guys for communicating with me and letting me know like what's working about this and what's not. I love this plugin. This is one of my favorite vocal plugins. A bit distorted slash reverb. Yeah, there's a lot of reverb on here because it's sexy. Cause it's sexy, y'all. Want or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave you everything. I gave you everything. I want to punch in here. And I'm gonna punch in the beginning too. I'm just gonna keep working, you guys, because I'm really trying to get this done. Like, this is not for show. This is like literally me working in the studio. So one thing that can be a little frustrating when you're thinking about writing a record is constantly having to balance out the sound. So I'm going to look away from the comments for a minute while I get this vocal recording right. And in a few minutes, when I have this recording right, then you'll be able to hear it properly. So forgive the fact that it's kind of low right now. So for me to get my levels right, you see that the levels look really good up here. Like, look right here. These are great vocal levels. Even though it sounds low for you, this is where a vocal should be when you're recording. So I'm gonna get the levels to where they sound good to me so that I sound good as a singer, right? Because if you're singing and recording and it doesn't sound good in your headphones, then you know, it's hard to perform right. So let me just vibe for do everything. I don't really care either way. I gave you everything. I gave you everything. I'ma run it one more time. Love me or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave you everything. I gave you everything. And you know what I'm gonna do? The bass, y'all, the bass sounds crazy because of how it's pitched. It won't sound like that in the end. But quickly, I wanna hear, before we go any further with this vocal recording, I wanna hear what this sounds like pitched, right? So let's do this. Want or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave you everything. I gave you everything. I'ma run it one more time. Love me or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave you everything. I gave you everything. That's pretty cool. Want or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave you everything. I gave you everything. I'ma run it one. We could even go. I'm gonna come back here for a second. We could even go a step further and throw some auto tune on it and make it a little bit more like mechanical. And then after we add this auto tune, I want to hear from you guys on which one you prefer. Do you like the pitch down vocal, or do you like it where it is, you know, me singing it out in my normal voice? Let's see. I'm going to use auto tune artist for this. So if we were in F sharp, then we are now in 1, 2, 3. We are now in D sharp, minor, alto. I'll leave it at, let me see. Yeah, let's do classic. Want or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. Let me take this off, sorry. Want or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave you everything. I gave you everything. I'm gonna run it one more time. Something off with the auto tune. Hang on. You know, one thing about auto tune that's that it's hard to put on auto tune after the fact. You kind of need to sing through it because you need to know how to manipulate it. It's like an instrument. And I can manipulate my voice to make the auto tune sound a certain way. So it's much easier to record through it. I personally don't really like it on this particular vocal. I feel like it sounds better without it, and I should just like get the takes more perfect, you know? I don't really care either way. I gave you everything. So now I want to look at the comments. What do you guys think? Should I keep this? Should I keep the vocal pitch down? Do you like that vibe? Or should I do it like this? Let's duplicate that track. Apple D. We'll duplicate the track. I'm going to take this off. Like I said, this is a little bit low for my range. but I can do enough takes that I can make it work. And it might even be a little sexier if it's lower. So let's just track it normal.
Yep.
So the one thing about singing low in a low register is the more that you relax, the easier it is. And a lot of times, and that goes for a very high register too. Like a lot of times when we sing in different registers, we think that, oh, we're going higher, so we need to like squeeze it out, or lower, so no, but the more you relax when you're going low, the more you relax when you're trying to go high, the more effective your vocal cords will work. So let me try this again and relax a little bit more.
Yep.
What do y'all think? I think I like it in the normal voice. What do y'all think? Pitch down or normal?
It's me or you want.
Some about like it being a little bit lower and in the natural tone. I'm almost doing it like Janet style vibes, cuz if you listen to Janet vocals, she's a very soft singer. It's almost like a Cassie record. The vocal is, look how close I am to the microphone. Like I'm gonna move this for a second. I'm right here. Love me or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave you everything. I gave you everything. So it's almost like whispering into somebody's ear, right? Which can be really sexy. Um anyway, let me see what y'all think. Somebody said normal, normal. Oh, what's up, Carmen from Instagram? I'm from South Carolina, the east coast of the U.S. Show me who you are. Miss all the fun. Still, I gave you everything. Gave you everything. I like the idea of like showed me who you are. You know what I mean? Cause like I'm thinking about the situation that I'm writing from right now, because everything I write comes from a place of truth, and it's my story, or it's something that I've been through or that I've gone through. So this particular thing that I'm thinking about, it was like this person showed me somebody who was, they were somebody completely different than who they showed me in the beginning. I'm gonna take this off for a second. um so I like that idea of what did you say, Jamel? Yeah, you show me who you are. I think that's a cool sentiment. I'm trying to see if there's any other comments. What's up, Miami? We love Miami. Um let's see, what kind of mic am I using? It's a Groove Tube. They didn't even make this mic anymore. It was my first mic. I've had this mic for 15 years, and it cost me $200. And all of my hits have been recorded with $100 interface and a $200 mic. So you don't need a lot of money to make great music. You need $100. It was $100 M audio interface, and this mic I got lucky, like my voice just happens to sound really good with this mic, and I'm going to cry if it ever breaks, because like I said, they don't make them anymore, so I couldn't even buy another one if I wanted to. What's up, Brazil? A lot of people from Brazil on here. It's so good to see you guys. I agree with you guys that the vocal sounds better just in a regular tone. So what I'm gonna do here now, let me take a look.
Yep.
Love
don't. Miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave you everything. I gave you everything. Love me or you don't. Miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave you everything. I gave you everything.
Okay, so I'm comping this right now. This is what we call vocal comping. So it's where you find the pieces that you like that are like, I love that. I love the way my voice sounds there. And then the other parts, the love me or you don't, miss me or you won't. Those two lines are a little bit harder for my voice for whatever reason. Sometimes it has to do with the syllables that you're saying. Sometimes it's the register that it's in. So let me.
I don't really care either way. I gave you everything.
That's a really nice one. I gave you. So I'm gonna let this down here be the comp track. Comp means like you're taking one piece of this, one piece of that. What's this?
I gave you everything.
This one's better.
Love me or you don't. Miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave you everything. I gave you everything.
I like this I. So if you see what I'm doing, I'm basically taking one piece of this, one piece of that, seeing what I like. Because there's no like tuning to correct, and I hate doing Melodyne. I try my best not to deal with Melodyne. So,
Way I gave you everything. I gave you everything.
you hear how that sounds when the vocals are stacked on top of each other? That's what I'm about to do next. So let's do this. Boom. This is what we call flying, when you fly one part to another part because it's just repeated.
Love me or you don't. Miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way.
So what I'm gonna do here, because those lines are the weakest of the whole thing, I'm gonna loop this, and we're gonna go and loop record. This is something that I learned a long time ago. It's not anything rare, but I happened to learn it from Red One, who produced like the whole Lady Gaga first album. I remember when they were making that album, he was showing me how he loop recorded Gaga, and I thought that was so cool because it's a way to effectively, like more effectively comp. So I want to show you how that works. And then we just go right back there. So what I'm gonna do is spread this out a little bit. Get that first line. The first line is always the hardest for me. Love me or you don't. Because you have to come in with a certain. Love me or you don't. Kiss me or you won't. Sometimes what helps me is if I sing it up to it. Love me or you don't. Love me or you don't. Love me or you don't. Kiss me or you won't. I don't really care. I think we got it. So this is the coolest part of Logic. This is why I will never leave Logic for vocal recording. This is the best part about Logic. So you can look at this. You can highlight, and this is how you comp in Logic. So I think this first one was pretty good right here. We're starting at 5, I believe. Is that 5? Yeah. So I think this one felt good. It's also about feeling. Like I can kind of feel when the vocal take is right. you know, it just feels like a good take.
Love me or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave you.
Cool. Let's check this one out.
Miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave.
So I like this one. What I'm hearing is that I missed the won't.
Love me or you don't, miss me or you won't.
It's not strong enough. So let me punch that. It's what we call punching it.
Love me or you don't, miss
me or you won't. Love me or you don't. Miss me or you won't.
Love me or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't
really. So there's. Let's see. And then obviously, like these don't have to be final takes. A lot of times, once I start stacking them, your voice gets like I haven't even warmed up my voice. So as you continue recording and you're stacking vocals and doing backgrounds, a lot of times I come back and re record the lead. So it's just a little bit stronger. The voice is warmed up more.
Love me or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way.
I don't like that. I don't really care. Let's try that again.
Love me or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care.
It's kind of hard because I'm used to hearing myself in the headphones. I actually can't hear myself. I can't hear what you guys are hearing, which is the difficult part about this. But it's all good. I think we're getting some good takes regardless.
Love me or you don't, miss me or love me or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way.
That's the hard part is let me see how I can fix that. If I go here,
love me or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave you everything. Love me or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave you.
And then I got the gave you.
I don't really care either way. I gave you.
I'm probably going to come back and grab that another time anyway. So let's just move on for now. Like I said, we can always come back and get something later. Check 1 2. I'm also going to come back and get some of this because like I said, I'm used to hearing myself in the headphones. I can't hear anything but the track. And obviously like out of this ear, I can hear my voice in the room, but I cannot hear my voice in the track while I'm recording, which is not how I usually record.
Love me or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave you everything. I gave you everything.
That's good enough. Okay. So, like I said, I'll probably turn this into a stack actually when I'm done, and then right now I'm going to make another stack.
Love me or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave you everything. I gave you everything.
Let's see how that sounds.
Love me or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave you everything. I gave you everything.
Also, sometimes what I'll do is throw the tune on. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Sometimes what I do is what are we? This is an F sharp minor. Let's try to throw a little tune on the stacks.
Love me or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave you everything. I gave you everything.
Cool. Let's see how it sounds going through this one. I might like it, I might not. F sharp minor.
Love me or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave.
No, I don't like it on the I don't like it on the main, but I do like it on the stacks. So let's do like two or three more of these.
Love me or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave you everything.
That was pitchy.
I don't really care either way. I gave you everything. I gave you everything.
Cool. That's good enough for now. Let's just keep stacking it. And then I want to move to like writing the verse.
Love me or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave you everything. I gave you everything. I don't really care either way. I gave you everything. I gave you everything.
Cool. And then I'm going to do one more. And what I do with these, I pan one left, pan one right, one left, and the last one I'll go right.
Everything.
What's up? Milano, Italiano. Oh, I miss Italy so much. I miss Italy. I used to go to Italy once or twice a year, and I have not been since COVID. Welcome. It's nice to see you. I'm gonna stack this one last stack, and then I'm gonna go and we're gonna write some of the verse, and then I'm gonna end the live stream. But if you guys have any other questions, comments, I'm getting hungry, so I'm gonna wrap this and go eat. I always notice too, like when I start to get hungry, my vocals can get pitchy, so I'm starting to feel that, and it's always faster if you just eat and come back, and recording is much smoother. So I'm gonna grab this last one, and then we can write the verse.
Love me or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave you everything. I gave you everything.
Cool. And like I said, I'll go back in and patch these up. But this is just for the sake of the writing of it, right? So we can. One thing I will say though is a lot of times the takes that I think this is panned, sorry. A lot of times the takes that you have when you're writing a song are actually some of the best takes because they come from a raw place, so I try not to edit too much from the original recording, but just cleaning things up and punching in lines and words here and there. Let's take a listen what we have so far. I'm gonna take my headphones off. Okay.
Love me or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave you everything.
So what I'm gonna do, I don't know if you guys can still hear me. I think you can. Let me try to come from this track. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is let's see. These are the stacks. So I'm gonna label these stacks so I know I'm dealing with. Take that off. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this off of here. Do we have any new people? Oh, the real question, what's for dinner, right? I actually have a filet mignon in the fridge that I'm really excited about. So yeah, it's probably gonna be something like that, and potatoes and maybe asparagus or something. Let me see. I'm gonna take the plugins off of here because I want to route these. It's what we call bussing. I want to bust these. Bussin'. I want to bust these, and I want to, first of all, I'm going to EQ the low end out of the vocal because I don't need that. This is dedicated to the kick and the bass and all the low stuff. The vocal should never be down here. So I'm going to cut that off, and I'm going to go back to CLA. Let me see. Here we go. So many plugins. I'm gonna go back here. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna bring this down. So actually for the stacks, I wanna do a different setting. Something that's a little bit less wet. Something that doesn't have so much reverb and delay. I don't need that. I can, and something that has more stereo because we already have our lead. Let's call this lead Vox, right? And then our lead is our main vocal. We decided not to do the sound shifter. I'm also going to cut this as well.
Love me or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave you everything. I gave you everything. Love me or you don't.
So this is a super sexy record. So what I want to do is I like to run vocals sometimes through guitar amps. I'm going to try that with this. Where is it? Guitars. We'll stick with the same with Chris Lord Alge, the god. Okay. And actually before I do this, this is bothering me. So I just want to I'm going to flatten these takes. And then I'm just going to take all this. I always sing right before the real vocal comes in, so I'm just going to take that off. Oh, Siri wants to help. Okay. And I'm a stickler for fading and like crossfades and stuff like that. You can see most of these are already crossfaded because that's by default. I'm going to chop this at the end. Do another little whoop at the end here. And I'll cut this out too, this like space. But I want to see what this lead vocal sounds like. I have the stacks muted, and I want to see what this lead vocal sounds like with this guitar amp. I know I'm going to have to put a de-esser on this. Let's see. A de-esser catches the like all the sibilants. So let's do this. Background vocals, brighten and de-ess. Let's do singing. Female singing is fine. Keep it simple. And then, let me see what happens.
Love me or you don't, miss me or you won't.
I'm going to turn this track down a little bit.
Love me or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave you everything.
Yeah, I'm going to have to tighten that lead up later. But let's just get the sound right. And then it'll be easy. I just have to record it in. Let's try this one I kind of like. It's more natural, this setting.
Love me or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really.
Listen between the two. Listen how much that brings the vocal out. So this is before.
Love me or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave you everything.
Right?
I gave you. Love me or you don't.
So it's just kind of giving like a more silky texture. It's giving us a little bit more of a stereo spread on that vocal, a little bit of bite and grit, which I love having that from amps. Let's see, what else do I want to do? Let's just mix in the stacks, and see where that lands us.
Love me or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave you everything. I gave you. Love me or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave you everything.
I'm not gonna lie, that bass. I just caught the bass line again. The bass line is fucking fire when I tighten it up. The groove on it is so cool. I think this is cool for now. Like obviously I need to go in and clean it up and that like care, the word care needs to be re-recorded.
Love me or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave you everything.
Also the thing, there's I think it's in the lead. The thing is just a little bit flat. But I will tighten that up later. I want to go into the next section, which we were talking about before.
I gave you everything.
So just to recap, we have the lead right here. The lead is in the center with a little bit of stereo processing on it. The stacks are super wide and bring out more of the high end because I want this to be sexy, right? So the track feels sexy. So I want that vocal to feel silky and smooth and slinky. So that is the vocal production direction for this record. Now let's vibe on the next section a little bit.
I gave you everything.
I'm almost hearing like a rap, like what I was not a rap, but like it's like spoken, something spoken and like kind of chilled out and
I gave you everything.
And also these could be
Way I gave you everything.
So hang on. Is this better?
You everything.
No, that's worse. Okay, what I want to do quickly is that should be good. Let me just grab this. I'm gonna mute this. And come on. And then I'm gonna fade this. I'm getting hungry, so my hands are like getting jelly.
Everything.
Okay, so let's try.
Everything.
Okay, cool. That's good enough for now. Let's bounce that. Oh wait, let me make sure it's not clipping. Cause look at this red down here.
Everything.
Yeah, let's bring this down.
Everything.
Okay, cool. Boom. Let's bounce it. I'm gonna go off for just 2 seconds while this is bouncing. Let's say thing delay. Oh Lord. I do not need all that. This is the bounce. Okay, one more time. Cool. And then I can go up in here because I want the stacks and everything together, right? So I'm going to go back up in here and I'm going to process this as a delay for the thing, everything. And let's see how that sounds. Let's say delay, tape delay.
I don't really care either way. I gave you everything. Everything. Everything.
And we don't really need the low. mostly need like the high of it.
Everything, everything.
It feels like. Let me try this.
Everything.
That's better. I was missing the th off of it. Um, and then one thing I like to do also is super massive. This is one of my favorite reverb plugins, and it's free. This is totally free. I want to go. I want to do a reverb, not something super crazy. Let's try like this.
I don't really care either way. I gave you everything.
Hey, that shit is dope. And then it's going to go here again. So, this is vocal production. This is just vibing the vocals out.
Way I gave you everything. I gave you everything.
All right.
Love me or you don't, miss me or you won't. I don't really care either way. I gave you everything. I gave you everything.
Okay, somebody asked me to compress the vocals. I'm gonna wrap things up after this. Who said, do you know what compression means? Come on, NorCal Hound Dog. Come on, bro. Do I know what compression is? Yes, I know what compression is. And that's a good idea. And that's usually something that I do at the end of the vocal production is I'll throw, for example, I just put this on bus 2 and I'm gonna put the stacks on bus 2. Like I said, I usually do this at the end. But I'll show you guys the effect that it gives. Vocal production takes a lot of time and it's a lot of like really unique and different steps. So with something like this, I might use. I'll tell you, NorCal Hound Dog. The reason that I do not compress vocals until the very end is because when you start using fancy compressors at this stage in vocal recording on laptops and things like that, I lose access to my effects as I'm recording because those compressors and those high end gear is taking up a lot of DSP. So then I start dealing with latency issues. I start dealing with all kinds of stuff. So the fancy stuff I save for the end, right? The fancy stuff I save for the end because that eats up all the power, the computing power of the computer. Um, you know what? I'm not even going to put it on here because as soon as I put on a fancy compressor, I'm going to lose all of my processing power. But what I would do is bus all of the vocals to one bus and then I would finalize it with like a super slick compressor or sometimes I use the ozone and I do some stereo work. Sometimes I do uh, like excitement. I'll excite the waveforms. So I'm gonna wrap here because I'm getting super hungry. But I want to thank you guys for joining me. I hope to do this earlier next time. We got caught up in some tech issues, and so I was like an hour late today. But next week, next Wednesday, I'll be working on the album again. I'll show you guys how far I came with this song next Wednesday. And I'll probably have the vocal done, probably have the majority of the production done. But I'm excited for this record. It's a cool vibe. And I'm excited to see how it turns out. So thank you guys for joining me. I had such a good time. I'm going to go eat and relax a little bit. I love y'all. Have a good night. Mwah. Thank you, Peter and the Reach team. I appreciate you guys. Bye.